Welcome back, everybody, to episode 221 of the Lookout Podcast. I'm Meelz. I'm here with LJ himself. LJ, what is up? What is right in the world? If there's anything right in the world.
There's a few things right in the world.
Okay.
There's so much like cool stuff to go out and see in the world.
It's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season.
Are you happy? Are you cool with the holiday season?
Okay. My relationship with the holidays is so funny. Okay. More Christmas than anything. Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. And I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hope Granny ain't lose a step in the kitchen this year.
No. But did you hear the I don't know if you know, you're on TikTok, but you're not on TikTok.
No, I'm not on TikTok.
The trend was if someone starts arguing, immediately start filming and then post it on TikTok. So there are a litany of Thanksgiving arguments just on TikTok this year, which I think are very entertaining because they span from anywhere of like, this food sucks to like, and he's fucking me anyway. So what does it matter to you?
That's OD.
So
I feel that getting outed for cheating on Thanksgiving is can we do that over the time? Like, what time is appropriate? It has to be post meal, right? You can't do that pre meal.
I would, depending on how much I want to be there or how much I want the other person to be there. I might get it off before, might save a plate for somebody else.
Damn, that's crazy. Getting it off before the meal, I feel that's a post-meal argument. Like, then you can bring that up. Like, let's all be full and actually talking already. Because then you bring it up post and then, like, everybody going to be eating. There's going to be that moment of silence where everybody's going to be sitting there like, what
was that line on Soul Food? The family fucked my husband. One of them. You know what I'm saying? Or that classic Tyler Perry, I forget which movie it is, where the lady goes, boom.
Oh, yeah. Why did I get married?
Yeah, and then the man runs across the table and attempts to choke her. Not attempts.
Shout out to Michael J. White, man. Unsung hero, bro. Yeah. Michael J. White is an unsung hero, man.
Come on, man. Don't let Tyler Perry start writing animes, bro. Come on.
Man, what?
Come on, man. This show's already wacky enough.
Listen, man, the Tyler Perry verse in an anime.
Come on now.
Listen, man, Medea goes into a different world. Isekai.
Was it something with a slime?
Medea gets reincarnated as a slime. That would be crazy.
Yo, that would be 10 out of 10. I might watch that. Like, for sure.
Listen. And what if they did it the anime and they drew the hair like bad wigs? Oh, come on, man. Really lean into it.
Come on, man. It would be the best. It really would be.
Studios, holla at us. Y'all in Atlanta. Tap in with AD. He'll pass along the card.
Absolutely.
We got ideas for y'all.
Speaking of AD, we're waiting for AD, by the way. We're going to maybe stall for a couple minutes. He says his phone was dead.
Ooh, party hardy.
I know, right? Who doesn't charge their phone overnight like me?
I'm not going to speak up to him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm not going to speak to bro, you know me.
Your phone is alive.
No, every time we hang out and go together, you always bring your portable charger because you're like, I know that your battery's gonna die. I know that your battery is not fully charged. You're like,
So for most major events, if I go to a convention, or if I even go to Raw, or I go to a concert, or I go anywhere where I know I'm going to be there for a considerable amount of time, potentially and arguably using my phone a lot, I bring my portable charger just because I know I'm like, all right. The last thing now with the 17, so I got the 17 Pro, 17 regular, I forget. It's not prone to dying. It just, I know I can, even if I leave the house at like 73, I'm like, all right, I'm all right. I can make it through the rest of the day. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But when I had my previous phone, it would be that big of a deal, especially if I'm going out and I'm like, I play on and off, and I mean on and off. Like, I used to play much more before, but I'll still open the Pokemon Go app and see what's outside. You know what I'm saying? I will still do one of those things. So I use it for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm always listening to podcasts. I'm always recording things. I'm always doing stuff. So I want to make sure my phone is charged.
Please send me podcasts to listen to, because I have learned that working while listening to a podcast is more enjoyable than listening to music sometimes.
I know this is a cheap plug, but I would listen to the latest episode of Throwblacks.
Oh man, so good.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's absolutely hilarious.
Fun thing that I will not discuss. I was invited to be on this episode, but then also because I had a lot of things going on Thanksgiving, and then also I was not really like tapped in during the moment. All my knowledge comes after the fact. I was not a big like rap stan forum dude in 2001 because I was 11. I was not like listening
that is
to
crazy. In 2001, I was turning 6.
There you go. And now we're approaching the big third.
Big 3-0.
Big 3-0. I can't believe you finally made it, man.
I know. I feel that you have seen me through all my horrible 20s. So I'm an adult at 30.
I feel like I've known you since you were gotta be like 23, right? 22? 23? 22.
Jesus, bro.
Right?
You're almost pushing a decade of friendship.
I know, right? That's crazy.
I know.
It's crazy. It's nuts. But I'm glad that you're turning 30. All my friends 30. Everybody 30. You know what I'm saying? That's about to be an adult contemporary podcast after a while.
We're talking about anime completely different.
Yes.
After Friday, different tone in my voice when we're talking about anime.
Come on, man. The fucking turtlenecks and
leather chairs and
something along those lines.
Whiskey. Our setup is gonna look like a Shay Shay Club.
Absolutely. You just come in here with legs folded. You know what I'm saying? You just
ankle showing a little bit,
a little grown. Or we pull up like the what's that Jim Jones and Mano and Fab and Davies podcast. Look at one of them niggas. Who
the oldest YNs, man.
Yeah, just the oldest of them all. 80, are you here?
I don't think he is.
Try again.
Going back to finish the story, I got completely thrown off because something else. Holiday season is weird for me, especially Christmas, because I grew up in a dual religion household. So my stepdad was Muslim, practicing. My mom was Christian. And
you're here, AD.
Here, baby.
There you go.
No. Continue the story.
All right. So growing up, Christmas was a weird time because, and it's not like my daddy comes from a full line of like Muslims, like everybody else is Christian. So we would go to Christmas and be at other people's house, like for Christmas. His grandma's house, my mom's mom, like everybody. But my granddaddy's house, all that. And we'll be there, but in the back of my mind, or like in my ear, my dad will be whispering like, "Hey nigga, we don't celebrate this shit though, right? All right, so like don't get too excited." So like Christmas was always one of those things of like, oh, like it's fun, but I don't celebrate this, so I don't really know how to feel. So that's kind of stayed with me as an adult.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Grab the gifts. Give the gifts to the children.
The kids always get decked out, but like I was never like, I was never like, you want to have my own place and like and all these things. Like I would never be like, oh, we're about to get festive and decorating here. Like he'll come to my crib like, dang, bro, there's no holiday spirit in here. I'm like, there ain't not a single.
Hey man, come on, man. You know what holiday spirit is? Bills. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm feeling? So
keep.
Yeah, nah. So it's for the kids. Obviously, having a kid now, I lean into it a little bit more. And there's so many kids in my family now, all girls, which is hilarious. So, like, you know, I lean into it a little bit more now. But yeah, growing up, it was always this weird thing because, like, I would get presents. And I'd be like, oh, thank you. You know, obviously, you want to feel the Christmas spirit and feel excited, but then you're like, you get in the car and you look back and you're like, hey, that Christmas shit ain't us. Like, you better relax. And I'll be like, hey, my bad. Like, you know, like, it was
man,
weird.
listen, they just put it in my hand. 80, man, what is up, man? What are we doing?
Christmas.
Okay. You ready for Christmas? Is your house festive?
Half and half. Sometimes we do it. Sometimes we're like, you know what? Let's wait till income tax season. You feel me? It just ain't around this time, you know. Yeah. Man, it's a good time of the year. Like I got a little wreath I'm put on the door. I got a little Christmas tree, so we might get a little festive around here.
Okay, I like it. It's definitely a festive season. I don't have any anime news this week, so if you're looking for something of the latest, I mean, I have anime news, but I'm saving it for our best and worst, which is actually in 2 weeks. So we got to actually prepare our list properly. We got to come up with the things that are truly the best and the worst things of anime this year. This could be, once again, anything. It could be in anime, it could be in manga, it could be in streetwear, it can be just anything, any particular aspect of anime that you like, movies, because that's a big thing this year with anime. So many different things. So we have our best and worst of 2025. Episode will be airing in 2 weeks. Until then, this episode, we'll be talking about one of the bright spots of the year, depending on who you ask. Sakamoto Days, live from Netflix. So let's get into it.
Everyone has someone that cherishes them the way you cherish me. From now on, promise me you won't kill anyone. This is our #1 rule.
Mr. Sakamoto. Back in the day, the worst of the worst feared you. The legendary assassin. And now? How did this happen?
Before I retired, I used my strength to hurt people. Now, I'm using it to protect the people I love. I'll never be a hitman again.
Honestly, I can hardly recognize you. There's a price on your head, Sakamoto. 1 billion yen.
You leave the organization without asking, you die.
Sweetie, I know you're not about to tell me you've gone back to killing, right? Break the family rules and I'll divorce you! Divorce!
You're part of the family now, so you need to follow the rules too.
Never kill anyone.
I'll kill you if you break them.
You can't! It's against the rules! There he is. The legendary assassin. Taro Sakamoto. Prepare to get bleached. Sakamoto!
All these hitmen day in and day out is giving me a headache. Oh well, at least our bandages profits have gone up.
Thank you, young lady.
So, Sakamoto Days. Let's talk about it. Well, you guys have talked about it already. At length.
Have we?
Was it big guys? Was it Sakamoto?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, our first time we're talking about the anime, though. I think it's a different feel.
Well, let's talk about it, because let's talk about our first impressions of Sakamoto Days. The first time you read it, I mean, we've all read it. I think I forget who put me on. It might have been you guys. On Sakamoto Days. I just remember, actually, I don't know if it was you guys. I don't remember. I remember reading it, and it started plenty. by the time I started reading it, and I got through maybe like the first 11 chapters. I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is funny. What are your guys' thoughts? And I thought the choreography, even in the art just alone, the manga art just alone was amazing. So I thought it was very inventive, great stuff. What were you guys' first thoughts of Sakamoto Days when you first opened the Shonen Jump app or Manga Plus or wherever illegal website that we're not supposed to be talking about?
I think I had the same reaction of just like, man, this looks cool. This is funny. It felt more, I don't know, like the world felt more like inviting, like come into the Sakamoto world, like come ride with us, come join this.
Absolutely.
Then I think it does that the best out of that current Shonen Jump run, of just making you just want to just hop into the world in it. It like make you feel like, man, I really want to be a character in this because they're all funny and they're doing cool things. And Sakamoto's this cool guy. You're kind of like, I want to be under Sakamoto's wing. Like I want to be a student of Sakamoto. And once you just kind of dive into the world, they just have so many different ways that they just keep you engaged, whether it's the humor, whether it's the action, whether you see like the character development or even just the character relationships with, and all that. Obviously the story is really amazing. It starts off as, I think, more light in the beginning, and then it gets a little darker as it goes along.
It gets more involved for sure.
Yeah, but I don't think like dark in a moody and broody way, but I think it's more dark humor of like, they kind of go through some shit. There's some things that are revealed where you're just kind of like, oh, I can tell why a person would want to, murder a bunch of people after a situation like this. But like I said, they still sprinkle some of that humor, some of that like humanness aspect on top of it. Whereas like, things don't feel so one-sided or, one-dimensional of, okay, here's the good guys and here's the bad guys and here's why the bad guys did the bad things because they had this bad thing. Like, it's really kind of like rounded of like, oh no, like what we may perceive as, someone doing chaos for the sake of chaos, they are actually burned and scarred by this institution that, gets heralded as the heroes of today, but in reality, like how they have disposed of different, assassins and done this and done that. You're kind of like, well, I mean, maybe they do deserve to, burn.
Yeah, it was way past season 1.
Yeah, but so yeah, but no. Overall, when you jump into it, you're like, oh, this is. I mean, you get a little bit of that in season 1, especially at the end.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. 80 early thoughts. I would like to say just the context of when this manga started publishing November 2020. This comes months after the end of The Promised Neverland, which we loved, and also the end of Demon Slayer, which we love, current and serialization. So really the only two major powerhouses continuing to go on at the time. I mean, there are other things going on at the time, but kind of the new gen of manga anime were Jujutsu Kaisen. Chainsaw Man, I believe, was that also wrapped up at this time? Chainsaw Man.
I think it was still going. It was actually Chainsaw Man. Shonen Jump would end 3 weeks after the. I'm bugging. Let me make sure. It would end. Yeah. It would end on December 14th, 2020. So again, we have Chainsaw Man wrapping up. We have Demon Slayer gone. We have The Promised Neverland gone. Really all that's running right now is My Hero Academia, which is approaching its final arc. We have Jujutsu Kaisen, who I think in 2020 or something, we had just got the news, or maybe it was 2021. We got the news like, I want to continue this for like 2 years max. So that had kind of a timestamp on it. Sakamoto Days comes in. Talk about AD, kind of just like Sakamoto Days, how it fits in Shonen Jump. Just your general, also early thoughts of just the title. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those series. I think at the time, also like you said, where two big powerhouses had just ended in Shonen Jump, and I remember when we were doing Big Eyes at the time. We were trying to find the next big thing. We started talking about like, things that were coming out, and a lot of things was getting canceled, big things that we thought had promise, just, didn't make it to see the next year or whatever. And then we get Sakamoto Days, and it's like, oh man, this is kind of refreshing. We had, I think, a 3-headed like spy assassin thing going on with Spy Family, this, and I think it was Yozakura Family. And this is one of those other titles that was like a little bit older. Our main character is older. He's our age, in Shonen Jump. So it's like, okay, I can kind of relate to this guy, you know what I'm saying? But he's doing something different. He's in a world of assassins, but not really like killing people. It had a slice of life element to it where it was just like, the days part of it was just like everyday life of, running a convenience store, just living in this world, seeing how he interacted with this world and how the world would subsequently interact with him when it comes to like, oh shit, this is the legendary assassin. Oh, we could take him out easy. You know what I'm saying? And just that kind of like every week, chapter by chapter basis of like seeing what Sakamoto would get into next. And it's just like, oh, they going to an amusement park this week? Oh man, what anybody get into over here? You know what I'm saying? Just the ways that they would introduce chapters and like see what shenanigans Sakamoto and Shin and Lu would get into every week just to introduce the new characters. It's kind of like showcase all of these different characters coming up, meeting Sakamoto or reintroducing them to Sakamoto, and kind of like letting us gradually get a feel of this world was really a really good feeling starting out. And I think that is what made it stick around, because it's like, the biggest thing was just the action, the assassination attempts, you know what I'm saying? Then we get introduced to the different factions and who these people are and everything. So it's just like the way that they introduced the characters, the way they introduced the world, it was just really inviting. Like LJ said, it's just something that you really want to get lost in. And all the comedy, all the, the different art, sequences, when you see it in Page where Sakamoto is trying to shank Shu, or shank Shin, and it's just like the text bubble lines around the thought cloud, and it comes down to like reality, and it shows like what he's actually thinking. It's like, man, this is entertaining. This is something that you just don't see too often in Shonen Jump manga, and I'm glad that they did that. Like it's one of those ones.
So just according to my research, if we're doing our own database and stuff like that, we started covering it. And when I say we, I mean y'all. Started covering Sakamoto Days April of 2021. So it was about 20 chapters in to the manga. I mean, currently the manga is, I believe it's over 200 chapters at this point. Y'all started covering it the week after Attack on Titan manga ended. So it really kind of get out of that debate of whether the ending was good or not and jumping into something fresh and new. And then the one thing that kind of hung over everything for this was like, yo, when's the anime dropping? Because when the anime drops, it's going to be a problem. And believe it or not, I mean, it didn't. I mean, coming out in 2020, having a run in 2021, 22, 23, 24, it's surprising that it actually came out 2025. I feel like it actually took quite a long time for it to come out, but kind of really when you look at how the manga is and kind of like, I guess it started moving every other week, or at least started being adapted in certain, no, actually it was every week for a long time until a couple of weeks. But you look at how much this first season actually carries throughout this. I believe it covers the story arcs for Sakamoto Days. It covers the first
I want to say it covers like the first
70 something chapters.
70 chapters.
Yeah. So it covers like the first 70 chapters of the show, which is actually wild. First 75. Which is kind of unheard of for a manga to kind of cover that deep into it. But when you look at it, like how much action and how much panels are action of it, you kind of see how it goes forth. But
they also kind of like skipped some stuff. Like,
oh yeah, that's true. I mean, very much. But when we look at it, I mean, we got the announcement 2024 that it was dropping at the beginning of 2025. Not really that long of a layover in terms of like the announcement to the actual premiere date, because usually we get like they might be coming, but it was announced in May 2024, and the anime coming out at the top of 2025. And I was like, oh, okay, it's cool for me. Season 1 of Sakamoto Days. Well, there we go. There's the beeping. Let's talk about just kind of the general plot of this show. The story of the show. Let's get into that, and then we'll get into the characters, the 3 characters we want to know. So we get into, well, actually, I guess we'll do it as we go along. It stars a man, Taro Sakamoto, who owns a convenience store with his family. He is formerly known as an assassin, but he has since retired from the world of being an assassin, so owns his convenience store because shit just got, I guess, too real for him. He didn't want to do it anymore. But a bounty has been placed on him by villains, because he represents a lot of what happened in the old assassination thing that this villain wants to eradicate. He wants to have a new world of assassinations, you know what I'm saying? New world of villainy that's created in his image. And he got white hair, and he's evil, you know what I'm saying? He's young, but he's evil, but he has ideas, you know what I'm saying? Where have you seen that before? So with this bounty put on his head, a lot of the first part of the first season, especially through the amusement park arc, is like niggas trying to kill him. And in the most stunting, fire, amazing way, he's like, nah, no way. We meet Shin, episode 1, also attempts to kill him, but isn't successful, but now pretty much becomes friends with him and works with him in his convenience store. Episode 2, we meet Lu, daughter of a Chinese mafia boss who's on the run. She also escapes her situation and becomes part of this convenience store. And then, if you go by the manga, there's a lot of skipping and shit around. But eventually they get to the amusement park, which was really the part that sold me in this show. The amusement park arc, with the whole fight against Boiled, was pretty much the part that sold me on everything in this show. Let's get into the characters. Sakamoto. The thoughts on Sakamoto as a main character. I mean, is he, he's older, but he's badass, but
I think
go ahead.
I'll say he's the main character, and the main person. I think though his role as kind of this retired vet that has got these group of young kids, young assassins under his belt, it makes it work. Like him as a main character works because of the people that they put around him. They don't really let him like lead the show.
Mm-hmm. No,
Like
you're right.
like he's a main character, but he doesn't lead the show at all. And I think that's why it works so well. They make his character what it is, because I think that if you try to make him too front facing, it doesn't work with everything else that's going on around him.
Yeah, and I think just the comedy aspect of it, I think it leans forward most with these situations that they find themselves in. And it's not necessarily like situations like, oh my God, what are they going to do this episode? It's more so like situations as if, okay, we kidnapped Lou, and now we have to go infiltrate this lab to go and get her. And we got to fight all these other things. And there's a dude in a deer mask. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the situations and the plot leads first. And it's not necessarily carried on the back of like this, the story of Sakamoto. With that said, transition to Shin. Is Shin the most interesting character out of the 3 of these people?
He definitely gets the most development out of everybody. Like he gets early screen time. It mostly follows him throughout the entire story of, you know, how his relationship with, we don't even get that part, but we get like in chapter 1, he's already known Sakamoto. He had some type of relationship, previous working relationship with him. And then like later down the line, we actually get to see how he met Sakamoto. So like throughout this entire thing, we get to see like what Sakamoto has done for him, how he's influenced his life, how he even saved his life to a certain point. But you know, we'll get to that when we get to that.
He's a telepath.
Yeah, he's a telepath. I enjoy that part of the arc where we get how he got his powers and just like the more adult influences in his life. He's just really I wouldn't say a misunderstood person, but he's a very likable person for the most part, and he's always willing to help the people around him and always wanting to see them smile. And you know, you see him in his youth, just being around and wanting to play with people, but he never actually got to be around people his own age. So when you see like his interactions with Lou and what's his name? I forget his name. Heisuke? No. Yeah, just like people his age that he gets to interact with a little bit more. And
even that other dude in the second half of the season. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, like Saba or yeah. Just him getting to actually like be around people his own age and like not having to deal with assassin work. He's just a really likable person.
I agree. And then we have Lou, who kind of like, you know, fills out the group, lady of the group, but she kicks ass. She's a drunk. Beneath the happy-go-lucky exterior, when she gets drunk, she kicks ass. So that's an interesting part. I mean, I don't know if it's the technique, like the drunken man,
the drunken fist, the Rock Lee, or Master Roshi, you know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It is a traditional Chinese martial art thing that mimics the movement of a drunk person to create unpredictable and a deceptive fighting style. So it kind of falls back within our cultural history, at least. So I'm glad they kept that pretty consistent with it. But I want to ask you guys, I'm going to ask 2 questions. But I'm going to ask you this. We talked about the top 3 main characters of the show. Who is your favorite character that is not one of the main characters in the show?
Definitely Heisuke for me.
Heisuke the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much to go through. I mean, there's Nagumo who shows up and he's just like better than Sakamoto, but like very like, hey guys.
He's really good. He's
good. We have old man Takamura, who's
maybe Takamura might be mine.
I don't even know if he has a line in the show.
Not in the show, but
hey, it's just cold, bro.
One, if you know, it's kind of crazy.
Takamura is so cold. This is old guy who's just like, yo, he's been here since the beginning, and like no one wants to fuck with him.
Right?
You see him, you might as well already be dead.
Yeah. He's part of the order with Nagumo, Shishiba, Osaragi, Hio.
Osaragi is cool.
I like Osaragi. Yeah. And of course, we have Slur. In the second core,
Little Cow, that's my dog.
Yeah, right. Cow's cool.
Who else? Who was in Mafuyu? He's cool. I like him. He's hilarious. Him and Shen's fight is one of the best fights.
I agree.
In this season, who else am I rocking with?
There's just a character for everybody in here. Like you even have the fangirl who's a part of the exam. You know,
yeah, and I like all the designs thus far. I mean, they're they're dope. They're also kind of very chic, you know, in its own particular way. Everyone has their own sense of style. You see Shin's style is very much of his age, you know what I'm saying? Even Heisuke as well. The order, you kind of know who they are just based on how they look like. Again, even Slur's group. I mean, once again, they do their damn thing. So it's a very, the style is very chic in the show. It gets big style points for me in the show in terms of like just the way what they put on, the colors that's involved, and everything of the rather. I want to move on to this question before we get more into the plot. This will be fun. I think it'll be fun for AD too, specifically AD.
Okay.
We're going to rank these anime assassins from most dangerous to most likely going to get folded.
Against
each other?
Yeah.
Or just in general?
Just in general. How about
that? Okay.
Just in general. Not against each other. Actually, would against each other be more interesting? All right, let's do it against each other. We're going to rank these anime assassins against each other. From most dangerous to who's most likely going to get folded.
If you say Hit, you might as well put him at the top.
Okay. So the first one is Hit from Dragon Ball Super. Second one is going to be Taro Sakamoto from Sakamoto Days. The third is Killua from Hunter x Hunter. The fourth is Rob Lucci from One Piece. The fifth is Itachi from Naruto. And the sixth is Your Forger from Spy Family.
So put your bottom of the list.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody that doesn't have superpowers for real, you might as well just put them at the bottom.
All right. Yeah, okay. I didn't want it to be like a sexist thing. Maybe I should include another woman. Okay. So yeah, Your Forger goes at the bottom.
And so we're basing this off of them against each other.
Yeah, anybody that got superpowers, you might as well put them.
So then Sakamoto.
Okay, but I think
if nothing else, I would say Killua. It might be below.
It might go Your Sakamoto.
Yeah,
Killua going bottom up.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have Hit, Rob Lucci, and Itachi left.
Rob Lucci. No, actually I think Rob Lucci might get folded.
Rob Lucci versus Killua is a good talking point. It's a good talking point.
I think Killua might have that one.
Y'all know more Rob Lucci than I know Rob Lucci. I only know the Rob Lucci from Water 7 at this point.
So here's the thing, because Killua, like Rob Lucci, he got a power up. If you know, like spoilers for One Piece.
That's all I know. Yeah.
Spoilers. He got his Devil Fruit awakened. So like he has extra power and stamina, but at the same time he got folded by Zoro at that point, and he's supposed to be stronger at that point. So it's like, really? So that's a talking point for him versus Killua.
Listen, bro.
So we can come back to them.
I saw Killua take a man's heart out in a flash, bro.
I mean, I saw that for Rob Lucci too. Like he took a whole kingdom out pretty much as a kid. So I mean,
do you think Rob Lucci could beat up a kid though?
Yeah, for sure. He doesn't have a heart.
Yeah.
So you think he could beat up Killua?
Killua ain't no just
a kid. Absolutely, Killua. That's a different story.
Like, I think he will beat up a kid, as in if he was given a job to take out a kid, he wouldn't second guess it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, man. I think I might go Your Sakamoto, Lucci, Killua.
It's Itachi, they Hit at the top. Like,
Itachi
for sure. Hit 1, Itachi 2.
Man, shoot, I don't know. It might be Itachi 1, Hit 2.
Here's
the mind games.
But all Hit has to do is freeze time. That's literally it. I don't know if Itachi.
Itachi got him stuck in frozen time for eternity in his head, and then now all of a sudden he thinks that like
it's literally a chess move. You got to figure out who does what first. If Itachi freezes time first, it's a wrap.
I think I got Itachi because Itachi had niggas in the, he really took himself out. Like no one was taking him out.
Yeah.
I think it goes Itachi, Hit, Killua, Rob Lucci, Sakamoto, Yor.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm saying like I would say Hit first. Like power scaling, goddamn, hit first, then Itachi. Killua and Rob Lucci is definitely a talking point. I could go either way with that one. And then Sakamoto and Yor.
Okay. I'm gonna roll with y'all. But this is a funny talking point. Anime assassins, everybody. It's not just Sakamoto.
Hey, listen, if y'all listen to this and hear this and y'all got your own little obscure assassin that you're like, you forgot about so and so in that show. Hey, add them to the chat. Well,
yeah. No, there were some that were listed, but I hadn't actually seen, nor had we talked about it on this pod. I think one of them was, let me actually go through my research. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. There was no. Let's see. Have you guys seen Akami Got Kill?
Yes.
Okay.
Akami.
That's pretty good. She might be in between Sakamoto and Yor.
Okay. Thorfinn, Vinland Saga.
He's gonna be at the bottom with Yor.
Yeah,
we're human.
Yeah.
Like my thing is that some of them, if it was just no power, straight hands, then we'll have a nice little fight on our hands.
Yeah.
But we're taking everyone at face value, and I think the no powers, straight hands is really hard because a lot of them powers are integrated with the hands.
But I'll say at that point, I would definitely say Itachi though, because
okay. Well, so those are the only few. Let's get into the story beats of Sakamoto Days and these arcs that are covered in this first season. This very long first season. Core 1. About 11 episodes. Core 2, the remaining 11 episodes. Amusement Park arc. We kick things off. We have this fight against Hard Boiled. The man is just trying to enjoy a great evening or afternoon at the amusement park, but it doesn't go well as they got niggas flying on roller coasters and shooting poison and finding bunny outfits and things like that, and eventually gets into Hard Boiled, and Hard Boiled is I'll say this, and of course it's we have our pros and cons of the show. It was very hard to get into Core 1 because of the animation of it, which felt very it didn't feel, when you look at kind of how fluid the manga actually flows.
I was just gonna say it was not it's not the actual drawing of it, it's the fluidity of it that wasn't there.
Yeah. So when the moment with Hard Boiled, where they both sitting in the little roller coaster seat and having that talk, I didn't feel the moment. You know what I'm saying? It was the fluidity of it. It may have been the music of it. It may have been other parts of it, but I didn't really feel the moment like I felt like in the manga. And honestly, it happens another time. It happens during one of the last episodes of this arc where not last episode of arc, last episode of the season, where homeboy gets thrown he's in the airplane seat and then he gets thrown across the thing. That shit is beautiful. That shit is drawn so beautifully in the manga, and then the anime is just I was like, damn, it's just like that. He was hitting a whole suplex on a man in a fucking chair. So the anime is definitely the animation is definitely a talking point of the show that I think turned a couple people off from it, because at this point, 2025, animation, as we've learned from One Punch Man, is the bare minimum you have to have people invested in the show. Quality is what you need to have people invested in the show. The second that quality dips of how it looks, people's eyes start looking elsewhere. And we're like, this show ain't fire. You know what I'm saying? As a anime culture who the currency is often built upon how good the fight looks or how beautiful the animation is. When the animation is subpar, people definitely start to tune out. But amusement park arc, we enjoy it. We like it. Great introduction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
We move on to the lab arc. Lou is mistakenly kidnapped from the lab because they think that she's Shin. Shin's old people came back for him. It was like, hey, we need this telepath. So he gets kidnapped. We introduce to, I believe, Heisuke during this entire thing, who also came to kill Sakamoto and then doesn't realize Sakamoto. But then when he realizes Sakamoto, it's too late because they're already friends. Power of friendship. 7 people from getting killed, 1 person at a time. They make their way down to the base. They meet this mysterious person in the deer mask, which is my favorite, like, just random design. Just a nigga in a deer mask. Like, I was bought in. I was like, oh, there's a nigga in a deer mask in this. I'm all in. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. We get the fight, various fights in the show. Through various of these villains, we are introduced to the Order as well in this arc. And move the story on. Finally, based on the aspects of this, we also learn. I mean, in the manga, it switches things around. But also, once we're introduced to the Order, which is by Nagamo essentially telling Sakamoto that, hey, there's a bounty on your head and niggas trying to kill you. So the Order's out here trying to add some stability to this shit. Slur, who Kashimo, who is the dude in the deer mask, works for, Kashima, says, we need to make sure these niggas is dead. He has a hit list of people, and he releases a number of prisoners on death row. 4 death row prisoners that include this Jamaican nigga. I
was like, yo, where did they get him from?
I wish he had a Jamaican accent. It would have made the show.
It would have set the whole show off. I would have say 10 out of 10 no notes if he came out with a Jamaican accent.
Yeah, this fucking weird. They're all weirdos in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Some nigga from the HBO show.
I wonder how much of these serial killers were based on actual serial killers.
I mean, I'm sure they are.
That's a good question.
It's got to be. You have Saul, who's like, it's from an HBO movie. We have Apart, who's just, he's the only one who kind of lives, or so we think. We have Dump, Great Bob, Murderous Bob, 10 out of 10 Bob. She likes the fear in someone. I was like, I don't know. I hope she ain't black. Is she black? Is she black? That's the newest segment on the show. Is she black?
Wait, who is this again?
Dump, the lady of the 4 serial killers.
Okay, let's look her up. Yeah, she's black for sure. She
looked like Shorty from Street Fighter. You know what I'm talking about?
She got the thing that's throwing me off though is that she kind of got the white mom, like the white black men haircut.
That's what my son Jalen type haircut.
Yeah, she definitely got that Jaden Caden haircut.
My heart. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's definitely.
But her skin, I mean, she could be mad tan.
She could be mad tan. You know, they try to get off that Miracle wasn't black. It was like she just tan.
Miracle's definitely black.
So just letting you know. She passes the Is She Black anime test presented by The Lookout. Is she black?
Is she black? Then we gotta have a little jingle at the end.
We got to. We'll figure it out. Is she black? So we have that. They released the Death Row inmates. They all go after numerous people on the list. We also meet some guy whose name I've had a problem saying because of how embedded the other way of saying it is in my brain. Wu-Tang?
Oh, you talking about Wu-Tang?
Might as well, yeah.
I can't, as many times as they say Wu-Tang in this show, I was like, nah, it's Wu-Tang, bro. It's Wu-Tang.
Yeah, no, it's Wu-Tang, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
Wu
is for the children, all right?
Yeah. Wu everywhere, bro. But with that said, yes, we get through prisoners. Prisoners show up and they get run up and done up by
Yeah, bro. They this is like when the prisoners pull up, it reminds me of when random niggas online talk about how like they feel they could beat up a boxer in a street fight. Like that's what this felt like. Like remember that
I could beat up Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you remember that like real time where niggas is online like, man, Tank Davis is only 5'5", I'll beat his ass. And you're like, all right,
bro, chill out.
That's how these serial killers feel. They're like, man, these assassins, I'll beat their ass. And they like go there like, damn, these boys got hands. They like, hold on.
Yeah, man. They get they're told to use extreme caution with a number of these people, and they do not use extreme caution at all because they all get pretty much done up in one way or another. Except a part, I don't know, the whole tower blows up. So we eventually Slur decides, hey, I'm gonna pull up myself, and he pulls up a Gaza. I believe that's his name, right?
Gaku. Gaza, hey man, let's pre-Palestine.
Yes.
It's Gaku though, but
Gaku. Sorry. Free Palestine. We pull up with Gaku, and they pull up to the headquarters for the JAA. They start pretty much slicing niggas.
Yeah, Gaku was like, "Hey, brother, let me." He got busy. He was just getting busy in this joint.
He was making headway through that shit.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. He's from the Al Kamar orphanage. Gaku might be from Gaza. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Is he from Gaza? The next.
Is this anime character Muslim? That's our new. Yeah.
So you get through this. Eventually, Sakamoto appears. They manage to appear to get in there. He realizes, oh, this is my homeboy from back in the day, and he's evil now. And he's like, Sakamoto.
I love this. I love that trope in anime when like the big bad's actually like a friend from the past. They're like, bro, like what happened? Like you
went down the wrong pathway, brother.
Yeah,
like a 10-year class reunion. So what you been up to, man? How's the wife, kids? No.
You got a wife and kids. You can never be an assassin with wife and kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, you trying to take over the world. You
one of them
hoes with wife and kids, bro. You can't have hoes and be an assassin. So
new segment. Can you have hoes and be an assassin?
Let me look at the list. Hit.
Does Hit have hoes?
Does Hit have hoes?
Hit does not have hoes. He seems like a very much a man of code.
Killua
has hoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Itachi, of course.
Itachi definitely has hoes.
Itachi,
Rob Lucci.
Scare him? Does he scare them?
He seems more of a. There's two ways you can go with Rob Lucci. He's very committed, or he's alone. I don't see him as a hoer.
You'll see him as a one night.
He might scare the hoes. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I feel like he might scare them, to be honest with you. He seems very aggressive. Like, nah, that's not what this shit is for. You know what I'm saying? Use the blender wrong. That's not what this shit is for, bro. It's not what this shit is for.
Yeah, he definitely seems like the type of nigga to be like, yo, like use a coaster. Like you putting your cup on my table.
That's not what this shit is for.
It's funny because like when he wasn't, killing folks, he was a mute and he had the pigeon doing the talking. So like the pigeon is the ultimate wingman for real,
Oh yeah, that's true. I'd be, who knows? You might. Is Rob Lucci black?
Nah.
How about this? Do anime fans consider him black?
No.
Nah, he like Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I can see the cut of the beard is crazy. Yeah, he's definitely.
Oh, his homie. I forgot his homie name. His homie with the square nose, long like Usopp. He's black.
Okay.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wait, what you mean he's black? Hold on, just because he got a tracksuit on?
No, it's a part of the Zoro is the minority hunter joke. So
that's funny. Right, I was gonna say, I'm like, what am I? We got a big nose and a tracksuit on. They're like, oh, yep, that's a black guy.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Listen, so after they find out who Slur is, and this is from the past, they're like, we need more information on him, so we actually need to go to the JCC school to figure out who this person is. So they go the long-about way of saying, like, oh, okay, we need to actually take the JCC entrance exams to be able to get into the school, to be able to find the information about this person that we possibly may know, which feels like a very long-about way to be able to do things, to actually qualify for. It's like me saying, I'm trying to find my boys' old college files. Let me go enroll in college, sign up for tuition, take about 4 classes, be full-time, and hopefully I'll get in there. But hey, the plot. They take the JCC transfer exams. I mean, you meet a whole slew of new characters that are introduced to it. It's very much so the tournament arc of the show. They get through it. They go up against Gaku again. Gaku is a robot now. He's using hands as a robot. They managed to defeat him and pass the exams, or so we thought. Shin is the only one who passed exams out the group because Mr. Sakamoto, who has a bounty on his head, is now ineligible to be part of the school. So now, instead of doing all that work that he did in the last 4 episodes, in the final episode of this arc, he says, okay, we're just going to put you in a disguise so you can infiltrate the school and get the files. So we have Sakamoto now posing as a female teacher entering the school, or at least female appearing. We have Shin infiltrating as a student. And we have a whole lot of chicanery that will eventually happen in season 2. We haven't got a date for season 2 yet, I believe.
No date.
Nah, we got a live action adaptation in Japan. So we have that to look forward to. If anyone rolls with that. Listen. I love season 1. I like season 1. How about that? Love is very strong. I like season 1 a lot. I thought it got better as the season progressed. I thought in terms of just expanding the plot, adding stakes to the show, still managing to naturally incorporate comedy into these aspects. It got better looking as it got through. Especially when we head to the JCC transfer exams arc. I expect for season 2 to look better. I don't feel like I'm out of pocket for expecting that, considering it is truly the main critique of the show is how it could look better.
I don't even think it looks bad. But I do agree I think this is something where, I mean, and this just comes from us being spoiled as anime fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Visually, we expect a lot coming from these studios.
This is the same studio that does Dr. Stone, which looks fantastic.
So it's just like, we know there's expectations on them.
This does Blue Box too, which also looks fantastic.
They also all of that was at the same time, so maybe they be taken from each other. I don't know. Like, you might have to consolidate a little bit.
Netflix paid a bag. You could hire some additional. Don't put no One Punch Man on this shit.
Yeah, absolutely not.
One Punch Man. I looked at the second episode. I watched the second episode. I was like, you know what? If you treat this as a webtoon, it's not really that bad. If you don't treat this as an anime at all, if you say, "Oh, this is a webtoon,"
you might have to start reading the web comic for real. Then.
Oh, okay. I was like, this wasn't that bad.
Treating it like a webtoon is hilarious because it's just like, let's just treat it as something completely different and you're fine.
If you look at it as
if you take all the good stuff out of it, it ain't that bad.
Yeah, it just is what it is. Season 2, JCC infiltration arc, and likely the Sakamoto Pass arc will hold down the season. We're looking forward to that. Ideally, this should end in season 3, right? Like, we're close to
season
3,
probably 4. It depends on how long Sakamoto goes.
Yeah.
Sakamoto Days goes.
Unless they do the thing where it's like part 1, part 2, part 3, season 3. You know what I'm saying? Like
the manga feels like it's closing up shop. Like I believe fully 2026 the manga will be over.
Yeah. So it should end in season 3, but they might do like, you know, how Dr. Stone is doing it.
Right.
You know.
Well, you know what? This JCC infiltration arc is pretty long. But again, there's a lot of like fights. The Sakamoto's Pass arc should be a good amount. And then so that'll probably be season 2, then season 3. It might go. It
should be like the whole JAA reconstruction situation.
Yeah, all that stuff. So who knows what we'll see. But we're looking forward to it. But Sakamoto Days is great. Again, one of the best new anime that's released this year. One of the best new anime that's released this year. Definitely one of the most notable. Definitely one of the most anticipated when it dropped earlier this year. So it's a good time. Sakamoto Days. Want to thank everyone for tuning in. Next week we will be covering. I'm not sure if you have HBO Max, AD. Okay. Lazarus, the Shinichiro Watanabe. He's back in the fold. He's got Lazarus now. So we're going to see how that went as we continue watching anime this year. And again, like I said, in 2 weeks, we'll be doing our best and worst of anime 2025. So if you know what's best and you know what's worst and you know what's good and you know what hasn't been, please let us know. Follow us at The Lookout on The Lookout RNC on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. More specifically, we got over 500 subscribers. Let's keep that climbing. Let's go for 1,000. And yeah, let's continue to build. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Subsly, Dubsly. Do we know what we're doing this week, LJ?
Oh, we're doing Thunderbolt. If you listen to last episode, yeah, we announced it last episode. We're gonna do Thunderbolt.
There you go. So they're doing Thunderbolt. So make sure you guys stay tuned to Subsly, Dubsly as well. And stay tuned to The Lookout. Don't meet us there, beat us there. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.